So, hello, this is Sodi, and welcome to another episode in ESO Housing. Today we're going to take a look at Daggerfall Overlook, the big manor of Glenumbra, and my current work in progress. Yeah, well, progress is progress, but it's a lot of work. So, I'm also going to talk about 3 things that I've run into, which are pretty big problems, which are, to name it, space, light, and money, sadly. So, well, just start into it. I'm going to take a look here, and you can see a big view over the courtyard, and the courtyard is a big, ugly, and empty space if you buy it. And that is really not nice. So I kind of had to figure out what I want to do with all that open space, and well, now I did. As you can see, I've opted for the flowers, well, trees really, and it really fills it out, especially the big trees, the acacias and the, I don't know what they're called, just probably big tree. Yeah, and then alley of birch trees and aspens, and it's actually the best that you can do with all that open space. It just fills so much room, and otherwise I would just see all those empty, ugly walls on the far side. Yeah. So, walking over to the entrance. As you can see here, that tower is also, well, you can furnish it, you can go up, climb the stairs, but it's not a nice view, so pretty much everybody I know ignores it. Nobody wants to spend some furnishing space on it. Yeah, especially if you're like me and you're not ESO plus, then you have to be content with 350 slots. Well, they're precious. So this is the stable here, as you can see. Small lamp above, which basically sheds no light. That's the next problem, but more on that later. And then we have our little 3 friends, all dwarven, because, well, Lady Bellamont has a dwarven fixation. She's, well, fascination. And she enjoys it. Now the next thing here is a big stable or a barn, which is also just a lot of space that you have to fill, unless you want to see only ugly walls. And what I'm actually planning on doing is making a crafting area here with all the crafting stations, and as you can see, the chests for storage are just preliminary, just space holders actually, well, placeholders. And yeah, that's the courtyard. All in all, I don't think I want some lighting or just put much more effort in here. Maybe some banners here on the top, maybe some Oakberries, some Ebonheart Pact, and some Daggerfall Covenant banners, just to signify that everybody's welcome. Maybe that's the best thing. Alright, let's go in. And immediately notice here this entrance area. I just put up all the crafting stations here, which are also preliminaries, just to have them inside the house and not having to just go outside and just change it all the time. It's a pretty, well, badly placed wall actually. You come into a house and the first thing that hits your face is a wall. It's not very nice. So I'm probably gonna have to be putting up some sort of painting, a big one, or I don't know, some tapestries, banners, maybe the hero plagues, you know. Let's see. Actually, I've opted to use Eleanor style. As you can see here, the the best torches and the best sconces, and probably the brightest. And they're also the best looking, so yeah, I've opted to use Eleanor style mainly, or well, except for the main bedroom, but yeah, we'll come to that. Okay, again, same problem, lots of open space, lots of ugly walls. In combination with bad lighting, it's actually quite a challenge to find some sort of use for this room. And normally the room is much broader, or much more space actually, but I've decided to put a second fireplace there and have a wall behind it, just to, you know, literally wall off that space behind it. And that actually creates a almost enclosed room, which can be much better used in the end. So here's the good old trick. If you don't have ESO Plus and do not want to spend crowns on fires, then you just go with the logs and the torches. Yeah. So this is it. There's a little place here at the side for servants, or a little discussion, or where they wait to go to the toilet. I don't know, something like that. Plants on each corner makes the room quite lively, and also carpets. Carpets are so important. Cannot be underestimated. Then the centerpiece here in the room is the big chair, and I call it the conference room because we have this conference, well, 9 chairs for 9 characters, and this is kind of the role play that I got. At the whole coven meets here and plans the raids on, I don't know, what's it? Looks like Somerset, with all the maps and everything. I really like it. It's a good idea. Room is almost finished. Needs actually just a chandelier or 2, maybe 3. But that's it. So then we go off here, and instead of a throne room with a regal throne right there, we have a library. Much nicer thing here. And we have some dwarven gimmicks lined at the side. We have the auger up there. We have a skull here, some scholar's desk, you know, sideboard for the writing stuff. And what does he say?
So how about another adventure, mate? We could go, I don't know, to the market, buy some eggs. Honestly, I'm game for anything, really.
Yeah, I think he's just bored. Alright. I really like it. Probably gonna put some maps here and other stuff, but that room is also just not really finished. Probably put some more dwarven stuff that when I come around it. But yeah, I also like how it actually encloses itself again, just by having those large bookcases, and then the 5th here, which just closes off the room. At the same time, you got a left entrance and a right entrance, and it's still looking like you have a proper room, a proper library actually. So just go here. Oh, quickly. Oh, ooh, gotta go to the toilet. Oh. Well, sorry. And this is the bathroom, obviously with a functioning toilet, because well, we're on the manor. This is we are royalty, so we have running water. And well, again, the same thing. We're using the space, but we have to create it first using the dividers. And well, some chairs here, some large cupboards actually for, you know, the towels and all the bathing stuff. The bathtub is actually missing still. Still looking for an offer to buy it cheap, but well, I'm probably not getting it under 15,000 gold. Well, no, that's it. And next thing is here. There's supposed to be a mirror directly above that washing basin, but well, I don't pay crowns for such things. And speaking of paying, I mostly paid for everything here myself in crafting materials. Got literally everything that I've put here I have been crafting myself before, so that is a lot of wood and a lot of materials, and hence also a lot of money that went into it. The prices currently are totally crazy. I mean, you can go and farm hardwood, but the drop rates are not that nice, not that welcoming, and you end up just blowing hundreds of thousands of gold just for those materials. And that does not even include the style materials, which is in our case the Colander lacquer, which is already going at 2,500 per piece. Oh, it's just terrible at the moment. Prices are terrible at the moment. Well, there's Kildora. Actually, I wanted to include her. She was for free, but I still cherish her. So I made her like a little bar here with a wine rack and some counters, and she can serve. Probably have to figure out some way to make a meaningful pathing for her. So now let's go downstairs, and again here, big topic, create space. This is the kitchen here actually, with the grill, something to chop the little animals and to wash them. And what's coming is the dining area here with a smaller table, maybe just 4 chairs, and then for everybody. I opted for the smaller fireplace here, which is solitude style, again with the Nord triple torch trick. Yeah, I really like it. Here, Griffin Tapestry, no, Dawn, I think it is. You gotta do something to hide those ugly walls, so let's actually try it out. Those are all simple Eleanor walls actually. I thought they went best. Oh, I gotta close that gap. Didn't see it. Wow, work in progress. Oh, right, bloody camera. Then again, we got a little unused room here. It's supposed to be a bedroom for a Nord, for my Nord character. And we have to create it, really. And I'm actually decorating it in the Nordic tribal style. Just basic stuff, really. I like it. It gives more of a character. It lends some credence, some, credibility. And the same is going to be happening here. This is actually an assortment of what I have left from other furnishing projects. Red God couches and chairs, and I want to make some lounging area here in the middle with maybe a coffee table or so, and then beds for the guests, large 2 beds, and there's the basic imperial bed that you get for free. So again, down here lighting is not really an issue with those. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to put that against the wall actually. Lighting down here is actually not a problem because those torches are warm, and we have some extra walls where actually the light can fall upon, and then it's brighter. That creates both the impression of brightness in the room, and obviously since the rooms are smaller, there is much less space to fill with light, which again is the same problem as we touched before. Go hand in hand. And another dead space, dead, ugly, dark. Just, I don't know. They really should have opted for much cleaner textures here. This is really ugly. And then here the next thing. small room just passing through from the staircase to another big room, and it's just, I think this is also dead space. I mean, what do you want to do with that? You can't turn it in a room because everybody passes through. What do you do with it? I don't know. Actually, I haven't decided. I find that is the most difficult room for me to decide what I'm going to do with it. I don't know. So now again here, this room is usually the darkest in the whole castle, in the whole manor. And I knew that that gallery over here is so small you can actually only make one thing with it, and then that is just either hang up trophies or paintings. And I didn't have much paintings lying around, but a lot of unused trophies, so yeah. As you can see, it's almost a complete gang. And there is the reason why everything is so bright. It's an antiquity called the Beacon of Tower Zero. That's the brightest light source that I could find, and it really, really helps. All that light down there in the library, it's just one light source. That's one light source. And the same thing over there, it's just creating that brightness, and you can actually see the nice trophies here. I'm gonna be making much more tables here, maybe in Breton style, maybe in Eleanor style, depends upon how much money I have lying around. It's really just that at this point. Yeah, and actually I have also found that big bloody space for this big ugly miniature of Vardenfell. Oh man, I have thought front and back what I do with such a big scaled model, and I never had any idea until I really stumbled upon this large empty unused space again. Something that I could not just wall off or just create, and I just had to fill with something. Actually, it fits a little. There's here some trophies and paraphernalia from our adventures. That's actually the perfect place. So it kind of came together. That's nice. So I took it quite eagerly, actually. So now, master bedroom, which is actually her bedroom, and it's still a little empty here in the front. I haven't decided if I want to let somebody else move in. Maybe a lord. I don't know. Still not very sure. But here it's all Breton racial style for furniture, because, well, she's Breton, it's a Breton castle, and so on. And actually here you can see that all the lighting in this room comes from 6 torches on the wall here. It's relatively warm because they're quite closely set to the wall, but still, like, that part of the room already is just dark and is damp, and you don't want to be in that part of the room. You want to be here where it's warm and not that gloomy. But 6 torches on the wall have not the power to penetrate that barrier. It's like here's a barrier of light blocking. I don't know. Oh, I really don't like it, how lighting works in ESO, at least in the house's interiors. Well, anyway, that's it. That is the little showcase, work in progress of Daggerfall Overlook. Have a good day.